Yo, what up? Daily dying? I mean sweating? No, dying is appropriate, I would say. That is a correct use of the word. I mean, I don't even know if you know what's going on in France, bro. Like, it's, you know, it is getting normalized at this point, but like it should not be normal. You know what I mean? It's, yeah, it's just pretty rough. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. But like, when you walk outside to just like, you know, buy some groceries or something, like, the streets are empty, and the only thing you run into are dead animals that died of heat exhaustion. Like, basically every time I'm going outside to grab groceries, I run into like dead birds, dead cats, and shit like that, just laying on the streets. And at this point, we have like daily announcements of the amount of people that were found dead in their home. Like, there's hundreds of people that just are found dead every day. Like, that's currently what's going on in France. Oh, in the fucking movie or what? I mean, you fucking tell me, bro. At this point, I don't know. It's, yeah. I don't know. It's really, it's something. Let me make sure. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do this boss, and then I'm gonna do Sanctuary 1 and 2, because I forgot. So I'm just going to quickly do that, and that's gonna be today's stream. Yeah, no, sure, let me just turn these on. Alright, where are they going? South, I guess? I guess south, yeah. Hello, you kidding? Best history is in French. A good thing the heatwave is over. We got a few on the list. Maybe we prevent next year dying. I mean, the problem is, right? This is the second heatwave we've had, and we already have a third heatwave that is planned right now. Like, the prognosis is coming, and the next heatwave is, I believe, on the 6th of July, and it's gonna be another 10 days. So it's just gonna be like this for the entire summer, I guess, at this point. Oh boy. We just do this. There we go. 2026 summer will go down in French history books. Yeah, until 2027. Right? It's insane, yeah. And then you have Americans that are like, oh man, it's not that bad, bro. It's hot in Arizona. Yeah, the desert. France is a Nordic country. Like, yeah. Coldest summer before next year? Yeah, pretty much. That is the ongoing meme, right? But yeah, we're just, for me, I'm just powering through it. Yeah, how much time? 2 minutes. All right. Can tell me we weren't in a simulation. Who knows at this point? But yeah, things are not looking too good. I'll just say that. That's for sure. My Stein is in my force. Funny. Wish you the best. Ditto, brother. We gotta survive until the release of AION2 in the West. I'll just switch to PV, I guess. Well, power cost are fuck, no more gaming, yeah. Like, I've had the AC running for 2 days now. I don't want to know what the electricity bill is gonna be. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm just having it on in one room. And I'm not even like running at full power, but I know I'm gonna get fucked in the ass. I know for a fact. But I don't want to think about it. Alright, like 20 seconds left. I private cred soon, yeah. Hello, Mandy. Oh yeah, by the way, for the people on Twitch, I added new redeems for channel points. So, use them as at your leisure. Huh. Why is it not working? It worked before stream, bro. Okay, hold up. Let me finish this and I'll check it. Scammed? Yeah, for real, for real. You wanna bet it... It's... The API thing is so jank. I wonder if that's what's going on. Alright. Let me have a look at the thing. Why are you not changing? Let me check the that everything is set up properly. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be set up properly. I mean, I'll just redeem it by myself for now. At least we know that now. You know, it's funny. I run a test before launching stream and it was working. I'll have a look at it when we are sitting in the group finder. I mean, the API should be working. Oh, have they already killed it? Brother! Posting cringe on the internet. The thing is running, right? Yeah, it should be working. We got 3. Nice. Yeah, I missed Siege because I was working on the video, but I guess we got a decent amount of artifacts. Pretty cool. Alright, there we go. If I do this... Yeah, it works. What the fuck? Why isn't... Is it because I'm playing? Bruh. If that's the case, that's cringe. There's no way. Yeah, it is working. Well, that was weird. Okay. I guess it works now. It might be because I'm playing at the same time. Because it's simulating a keyboard input. If that's the case, I'm gonna have to find another solution to that. I mean, I can do it manually, right? Hydraulics. Let's prefer to not see you for a few days. Yeah, but I got asked if I want to do Sanc 1 and 2, so I guess I'm just gonna quickly stream that. It's probably that. Yeah. Use classic combat. Yeah, I'm playing AION2 mode, so tap target mode. Alright, let me have a look. Can I change that perhaps? That message maybe. Or maybe command? Hold up. When I tried the game, the target hitbox looked a bit inaccurate. Did I improve that? Do you mean your own character in relation to AoEs? I mean, it's not like Final Fantasy XIV where you're just like a pixel. You actually need to have the entire character be outside it, pretty much. That's the big difference. Is this? Yeah, let me try something. I'm just going to do this. Hello thrice. On classic combat, I use the cursor to click on the target. Sometimes it didn't work properly. It mostly works fine for me because I do click on targets a lot. So I don't know. You know, it should work. Of course. Maybe they improved or it's just the lag. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, no, it has to be an input. That's so fucking cringe if it doesn't work if I'm playing the game. I mean, I guess I can just read it manually for today's stream. Yeah. BF10, right? Yeah. If I do this. Alright. Well, I guess I'll fix it later. I see you use the next target a lot. Can you choose a priority as well? Can't remember much already. Yeah. You can set up everything. I mean, for me, I just bypass all of the priority stuff and I just like switch between targeting monsters and targeting players. I need to buy food, but it's just too hot. Yeah, I've been there. Alright, let me jump on Discord real quick. So are you making a group or are we just jumping in a pug?
Yeah, we have to jump in the punk. Because usually Pants makes the group. So, do you have the 148 picture? Not the 184. The one that was in let me forward.
148?
Yeah.
I don't have any pictures, but... Is 148 the one we were doing?
No. The one we are doing is 184. Okay, so you can see this is 148, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me find the... Where's the one? This do you still have the Sanc? I can't find the Sanc. I mean the group 1 thread. Where's the picture?
Oh, the other thread? It'd be in the thread, right? Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the picture also.
It's right at the beginning of the thread.
As in, I can't see the thread anymore.
If you click on the like you go on AION2 and you click on thread at the top, and then you click on Sanc 2 group 1, and it's right there. I mean, I can post it if you want, but let me know.
Okay. It's at the top. Yeah. Let me just.
Let Simple play first, not much easier. Most likely use a classic the action, then another camera felt weird. Yeah, I mean, classic is... It's not bad, but yeah, you kind of have to get used to it, for sure.
Okay, can you see should be third or fourth on your list. This chromic group with a 5.5k gladiator.
Let me see.
Wait, let me apply to join first. See whether
5,368, is that the one?
yeah. It's not accepting anyway.
Okay.
So,
Just keep refreshing before we apply, so we are on the same page. I guess that X species guy, 184.
184.
Applied, let's see if he takes me. Yeah, he took me. X species, Moonin.
No, what's the title start with? Is it Chinese words first or numbers?
I'm just saying the party leader name. Like the party leader is called X species in English.
What class is he?
Ranger. 4.3k ranger with like a Shi become a bow.
4.3k.
Oh, someone joined. Let me see if he gets kicked. Okay, yeah. He's not getting kicked. Just going out.
No, you can just stay lah. If you find a group, just stay, don't mind.
I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. Let's see.
Okay, there's a 3322 5.1k scene.
Assassin?
Yeah. The title is just 3322. Why he never put the? Let me see if he accept me first.
What was his CP you said?
5.1k.
5.1. Okay, yeah, I see him.
Yeah, but he's not accepting also.
Yeah, he has a really shitty chanter with him, so probably trying to carry him. Is something useful dropped from yesterday's kill? I got a weapon. Yeah, that's gonna be useful later. Yeah, he declined me, brother. That knob guy looks like a fucking trap, so let's not do that.
Yeah. I guess the 5566 is okay. Can you see the title 5566? The Templar.
Yeah, I see it. What the fuck does 5566 means though? Also, that chanter's dog shit. Holy shit. But I guess we can, yeah. You're joining it?
Yeah, I'm in there already.
Alright. I'm jumping in as well then. Surely this isn't a trap. What the fuck does 5566 means? If you
I
know.
have no idea.
Great.
So, no. So we just stay in the room a while, and then I just see whether he says, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Pants is on. Just leave, and then get him to make the.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Great. That works.
because he types a bunch of other Chinese words that I can't even read also, but I don't know, but then you know he usually fills the group and they know
What do you mean you can't read them?
No, because in Chinese there's simplified Chinese and traditional Chinese, right?
Yeah,
Traditional
yeah,
Chinese is what we use this. So traditional Chinese, we don't learn traditional Chinese, so I can't really read some of the words.
Oh, alright, okay. That's crazy. Version of English UK and Simplify English US. Maybe not quite on the same level, but yeah. Let me turn off the food because I do not need this for Sanctuary. But yeah, I've made decent progress on the Cleric video stuff. Like the script is almost done. It's a pretty long script, right? I have to be pretty careful about everything, but I just need to iron out the details. So today after stream, I'm going to do that, and then I'll do the voice recording, and then tomorrow I'll do the mixing and cutting, and probably gonna start working on the assets as well, the custom assets. And the day after that, it's gonna be the editing day, and hopefully I should be able to, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it in one go. I will try. Yeah. Should be fine. I'm still gonna try to like do short streams here and there. Anyways. So is he making the group or?
No, he's I think he's logging in because he just Discord me. Oh, he just Discord me. Then he asked me.
Okay, okay. Pay attention to those, yeah. I mean, ultimately, like the Cleric guide is not exactly. It's not exactly going to be useful to many people because, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think there's many English-speaking players that are still playing and also trying to do Cleric's hard mode, right? But at least it's going to be there for the future, right? So there's that. But yeah, I do want to try and get it out before season 4 so I can just focus on the season 4 content. Like, probably gonna have to make 2 dungeon guides out the gate in season 4, so yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he said 1 sec. I told him to make the.
Can someone try to claim the Asmo mode? I just want to check something. Like, let me see if simply just holding the spacebar fucks with it already. Because maybe it has to do with the macro. Because the macro spams a lot, right? So yeah, maybe it has something to do with that. Okay, yeah. Even just holding space doesn't work. And that's fucked today. Actually,
You got an invite? Okay.
Actually, wait. Doing the keybind from the game just doesn't work for me. It should though.
Just have...
Does it work if I target this? Yeah, it does. Hold on. I'm gonna try something. Edokayan. Alright. I'm gonna disappear for a second, I'll be back. Bam. Where did he go? I'll fuck around with this while we are making the group, I guess. Alright, so let me just do this. Alright, and I'm back. Wow. Do this.
okay, he's using 148 map. So the one that we 148. Okay, the one is that is the not the one we use. The one that
It's the first one you
see it,
posted, right? Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
That is okay. Alright, let's see. So, let's see if it works now. If I just do it like this. Okay, it does.
I move you over, okay? Because later I have to pass him lead to. I'm just helping him while he set up something.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now someone in chat try to claim Helios mode. Let's see if that works. There we go. Alright, crisis averted. We fixed it, chat. No refunds though. Okay, now I know I have to do this then. Alright, now you guys can have fun and fuck with the avatars faction. Very cool. Although be warned, there is a 1 minute cooldown on it for now. Because I don't want people to just blink it around, but maybe I'll lower it later on.
Will two Templar clash? I don't think so, right?
Hmm?
Will two Templars clash?
I don't think it matters. I mean, if anything, we're gonna be tanky as fuck. So, yes, that works.
And this is fine.
So this is 3322, or is it 3333?
Shit, I thought you put in the title.
Well, I'm just gonna wait for other people to exit then.
Let me see. No, you can click the thing. You can click the portal thing and see it. 3322.
Ah, okay. I'm still in the loading screen, so. Okay, no chances in my group. I mean, at this point, I'm mainly doing this with Akina and the soulbind material, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care if I get anything. I guess a god would be neat, I guess. Technically speaking, I could use a god, but yeah.
So this is the one starts at 6. One for the balls.
Oh yeah. I mean, same as what we're doing, right? It's just the box, right?
Yeah, I forgot we changed it.
Yeah. Hello, Alsis. Hello. Actually, technically speaking, I could just use the Sanc 3 guard since I got a weapon and not make Horn Dragon. That would be an option, actually. But upgrading the weapon, though. I mean, I don't really need the extra soulbind from the god, you know what I mean? Did I destroy the load one? Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, I should probably suck at the resurrection, huh? Maybe that would be a decent idea. Have more class balance tomorrow. I mean, we'll get the next wave of class balance with season 4, right? So.
Oh my goodness.
Well. I think 4 was on the right side for some reason. AION2 in the West will be 100% pay to win. It's gonna have the same monetization as right now. So yeah, it's gonna have pay to win elements, but you know, so does every MMO. So. Is it a good game in your opinion? Yeah. Game's really fun, progression feels nice. The PvE is very competent. The PvP is a bit hit and miss right now, but you know. It's nothing that can be fixed, so yeah. I think the game has a lot of potential, for sure. That's why I'm playing it. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, right, like, I think what people need to understand is, and thanks for the follow, Skynet, is that even if you play an MMO, you're not married to it, right? So you play it, if it's fun for you, you keep playing it. If it's not fun for you, you stop playing it. And it really is that simple. For me, personally, it's fun. I think the game has a lot of potential. So I'm playing it. And when that stops being the case, I'll stop playing it. Simple as... no numbers. More PvP and most important way good separation PvP and PvE, yeah. And with all of the equalized PvP coming as well, like, it's pretty promising. I like AION because I like PvP in general. I'm an ex-Dark Age of Camelot player. Well, I will say that the PvP in this game right now is the weakest element. At least right now. We have more game modes coming in Season 4. We have more balance patches coming next week, right? So, who knows what's gonna happen by the time the game comes out in Global, but yeah, as of right now, the PvP is not... like, it's serviceable, it exists, but it's not as good as AION1, basically. But the PvE is like leagues and bounds better than AION1. It's not even comparable. But if you play AION2, I would honestly mainly, as of right now, I would mainly play the game for the PvE. If you want to have a good time. So if you really don't like PvE in MMOs, I don't know if the game is necessarily going to be for you.
Oh my god, this chat. This time blank.
Yeah, bro is struggling a little bit. Surely that's not gonna be a bad sign for the bombs. Damn. I'll rip in the chat, huh? Damn, my language setting reset back to Chinese again. Yeah, it's fine. What the fuck did it stop halfway through? That is so weird. Like, I got pulled and it just stopped in the middle, just to pull me again. That's crazy. I mean, hey, on the flip side, I don't have to save my stones anymore. The fact that we are finally done with Sanctuary 3, like, it's so freeing, dude. I can finally just save up stones again.
You know that this one, the lines you can just jump. I didn't know you could jump. I thought you always had to dodge.
Oh yeah? Well, number 8 just killed my slime. Man, I know I just said I can use stones, but if we could not do that, that'd be great. Breaking it up jail, yeah. Been in prison for like a while now.
Number 8. Sock.
Yeah. He just dropped he dropped a bitter cold on the slime and it blew the fuck up. But hey, from one jail to another, right? Season 4 is fast approaching. I mean, at least there's not gonna be any more of those mechanics that require the entire group to jump through the hoop, right? So, hopefully, this situation is not going to happen again. Others who got completely reworked to the last 5-man parties. The thing is, they don't really need to rework anything, right? They basically the extra people just need to get nothing. You know what I mean? Like if they just make everything proximity based and they just have the additional 2 people just not get mechanic, like here 2 people are basically going to get like a free pass, but it's just gonna work. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of expecting them to do that. But I guess we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're not even going to rework it. Maybe it's still going to be 8-man for the old ones. I mean, it would be weird because like we basically have confirmation that Global is going to get 10-man, right? So yeah. Ooh. But I need to fix those voices, dude. The Chinese voice on Bargot is not the best.
Yeah, okay, this 1-4 is better because 8, you see, 8, the spot usually won't have bombs on.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
in like it.
Oh man. They said it will make adjustments for mechanics if necessary, yeah. But like when you look at Cleric specifically, it's like the entire arena, the entire fight is like built for exactly 8 people, right? Like there's not an inch of extra space, right? So they honestly the only way I can see them adjusting the mechanic is by making 2 people do nothing, right? Unless they actually just redo the entire fight. But I guess we'll see. Talk is not very attached with the concept of living. But I think we made it. We're good. More Beyblades, yeah. I'm waiting to get like ejected by a pug right now. Any moment. But so far this isn't going too bad. Alright, no debuff. Oh man. He's just running around. 2 again. Again, make it 6-man group. I mean, they're not gonna change it again. I think 5 is a good spot, honestly. Yeah. I mean, surely they have thought about this, right? Because I'm sure that came with the discussion of changing the group size, right? They probably considered 6-man. Oh, gaming. You know what? Maybe pugs are better after all.
I did on my cleric and my chanter today also. So failed on this boss once only, wipe once only across both characters.
Damn, bro. Yo, someone at Raiden with this. Hell yeah, I got a BOE Apex hearing, dude. Fuck yeah.
What is this?
But I think it's going to stick at 5. They probably, you know, probably thought about that. And at the end of the day, I think 5 is a fair number. Because the thing with 6 is, for Sanctuary, it would have been 12 men. Like, 12 men is starting to be a bit heavy to find people. That's a lot of people to find. Ideal comp with a 5-man group. I mean, the thing is, we have to wait until... Because, okay, here's the thing, right? With the 5-man group, they're going to have to change a lot of the dynamics of support classes, right? Because if they leave them as is, the support classes are going to be way too powerful. Because if you buff one additional person, it just throws off the balance, right? So... honestly, mostly TBD. But it's probably going to be the same core of Templar Chanter Cleric, and then like Gladiator Ranger or something. Like that's probably going to be ideal. July month will be mostly balanced patch, yeah, probably. Well, this guy fucking died. What about SM? Interchangeable with the Ranger. It's just like have a strong range, you know what I mean? Like honestly, SM and Ranger is interchangeable. Like the main thing is Ranger. I think a Ranger has slightly more DPS than SM right now, right? I haven't looked too much at the DPS data, but I think it does. And for PvP, Ranger is the better class. Doing this, huh? Just break one, brother. Or break none, I guess. That works. Sure. Like you can make the argument for a Sorc as well on the last slot, since Sorc is the highest PvE DPS right now. And if you have all of those supports taking care of him, then obviously the fact that it's frail doesn't really matter as much. Bro, these guys need to run this ASAP. Yeah. I guess at least it solved it. I'm not gonna use a stone on that though. Balance will be kind of messy for global. I mean, it's going to be out of touch with the content unless they very specifically go back and adjust around the new balance, right? Which I don't know if they want to do that, but yeah. Because like obviously we'll have so much fucking power creep and so much QOL compared to what we had at the beginning, so obviously the content will be much easier. Game issue has lost arc. I mean, it's the same issue as any of those games that come out with like the most recent balance and QOL on an older patch, right? It was the same on AION Classic, it was the same on TL, right? Like the early content is going to be very, very easy in comparison to how it was on the initial release. More likely to be overtuned for it. Oh yeah, 100% we will. Like season 1 and 2, are basically going to get power crept from the get-go, because like even stuff as simple as the accessibility of pets, like everyone is going to be pet level 5 by the time we reach Ludra, right? Which wasn't the case initially. That was something not perfect in MMO, it's all about the I mean, yeah. And to be fair, like, I wouldn't say the balance in this game is catastrophic. Like, I think for PvE, the balance is fairly competent. Outside of the fact that, you know, the Trinity is a bit iffy on the easier content. But the, it's the PvP balance that is the most wacky right now. And it's mostly like 1v1 balance that is really wacky. Like, group balance is a bit better. Too hard or too easy? It's going to be too easy either way, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Got the red here and I walk into a bumper.
Out of perspective, something like everything equal. Yeah. I mean, it also depends on what type of game you have, right? Like, obviously, a game like this where there's such a wide gap between each players, both in terms of gear, etc., etc. Like, obviously, it makes it a lot harder to make the balance feel right. Compared to a game like Final Fantasy XIV that has no itemization, right? Like, everything is rigid, everything is the same. Like, everyone is built the exact same, right? So it's a lot easier to balance your fights and balance the overall game around that. So yeah. Like when you look at a game like WoW, for example, like WoW has a lot more of an itemization and building aspect to it. And because of that, obviously, there's bound to be like wacky balance happening, you know? Like AION2 is kind of gonna be like that. Like there's always going to be winners and losers in terms of the balance patches. I think Cleric can only 1 sec on party management much better. I mean, at the end of the day, I still think they can balance both to some extent. Like, I think AION1 had a satisfying balance in like across the PvP spectrum. Like, obviously, some classes were better than other things at others, but that, you can also balance your game around that, right? Like, balancing your game around certain classes being better in certain niches. But when you do that, you need all of the content types to be equally as important. You know what I mean? Like, that's the main thing. The problem with AION2 right now is that there's really only one kind of PvP that matters. So if you're not good at that kind of PvP, like your class is by definition just worse for it overall. Did they make some QL for crafting? I mean, they did over time, right? With the stuff like upcrafting and so on and so forth. I don't know if you still play the game. Yeah, they did. We have bundle crafting for mana stones. We fucking need bundle crafting for consumables though, but we still don't have that. Is that MMO with mechanic overheal? What do you mean? I was often go for the everyone is equal type of balance as to how much commitment you have to do on single class. Yeah. I mean, again, right? Like a game like AION1, I think thrived with the whole concept of like your class being good at certain niches, because again, the game was very sandboxy, right? And all of the different content types were basically just as playable and as important as the other one. Now, obviously, and then for the stuff that, you know, for the stuff that wasn't as black and white, then they made stuff like class-based rankings for sieges and stuff like that, right? And that was their fix for that. And I think it worked pretty well overall. Like, the game had its problem, but I think overall it was pretty satisfactory, you know? In plus 2k HP with a heal, your full HP, kind of like a shield. I don't know of a game that does that. I know of games that punish you for overhealing. But I don't know about stuff like that. I mean, I guess technically Final Fantasy 11 has stuff like that, right? But like off the top of my head, I can't remember. I can't remember something like that. Yeah. But I really need to change the fucking language settings, holy. Yeah, the Soak is standing so far away. I think that was all of them, right? Yeah. Poison. Maybe Rift, don't remember well. Yeah, I didn't play Rift because that was peak just me being busy playing AION2 at the time. So that is one of the games that I skipped. It's a MOBA, yeah. Like MMO specifically, I don't know. Obviously, like other types of games, I've seen that type of stuff, but MMO specifically, I honestly don't remember. It should be on the money. Three, four. Surely. Can they do it? Maybe. Yeah, okay, nice. Yeah. You know what? I'm just fogging this from now on. No one has thrown me off the edge yet. We haven't failed the bomb mechanic. Yeah.
Why is Wizard gonna do that?
Terrorize other people? I don't know, bro. Oh, nice. Really nice.
Hey, go on.
Gold bracelet. Ah, yes. I got a gold bracelet, dude. Hell yeah. I can't believe Sally got a weapon and a brooch, dude. What the fuck, man?
Okay, well, I mean, in a way, I guess he also deserves it. He does.
I mean, yeah, of course, right? I'm not saying he doesn't, but holy shit. First clear, just weapon brooch, GG's, never come back. Like.
No. He still has to do it for one more brooch, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can just get it with the first PD, I guess. How many weeks is it again? It's 2 weeks, right, for a brooch?
No. Yeah, 2 weeks for a brooch.
Yeah, okay.
Then you still need the aura for.
Yeah, for the nemesis. Yeah.
For weapon and gun. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of hesitant, like whether I break down the weapon I got into ingredients or I just use the guard and not make Horn Dragon. Like that's an option because I don't really need the extra soulbind from Horn Dragon, so yeah, I don't know.
That is true. I mean, if you are not planning to try and do more damage, then
I'm losing 2% PV damage basically, yeah. But at least I'm settled on the guard like already without crafting or upgrading, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just have it sit in my warehouse. For fuck's sake, dude. I'll just have it sit on my warehouse. Yeah, there's one guy that is like terrorizing this bridge, dude, every time. He's just like swaying from left to right.
You need 2 tickets, right, to convert?
Yeah.
So,
like that's why I'm like, I should probably just take the mat to upgrade the weapon first. I don't know. I pushed that one extra bar on TL, yeah.
Because
I'm surprised
your
bugs are not doing this more.
Lifespan on this server is going to be for another, like, say, 2 months, right?
Yeah.
2 months plus that. I think, to be honest, that is fine lah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still gonna be playing, I guess. Like, I'm going to keep up with it until we are caught up on you, right? Just to check out the new stuff. But
I mean, I don't think the damage difference is gonna be that much.
yeah, nah, it won't. Especially at my ping, it won't. There's, yeah. Like, my DPS is dog shit anyways, regardless of what I do, so...
So, to be honest, right, well, I might as well just keep the lava heart already.
No.
But Arthas was gonna buy you a weapon, right?
Oh, he already did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if you already have a horn, then of course go horn.
Right? Yeah. What the fuck, bro? I'll just take it, dude. Whatever. Alright, hello, will we be playing a Cleric when the game launches worldwide or tired of that class? TBD for the time being. I'm leaning more towards Templar, but I'm going to wait and see exactly in what state the game is going to come out in the West, as well as what the current balance is going to be, right? So yeah, TBD on that.
I mean, you say save 2 PT tickets, but in the end, right? I mean, once you get your 2 brooches, there's nothing else to be done with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've even been hesitating to grab the brooches with the ticket to just focus on getting the mats first, because there's no way I'm buying them off the auction house. So, I mean, I guess we'll see after season 4. Maybe it's gonna be much cheaper. Maybe.
One brooch is gonna be huge because it keeps your.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I'm actually thinking to just use my ticket on first and just kind of slow down the progress of the weapon. It's okay, you know.
Yeah. I redeem ES mode, why no white wings? I mean, it should work. It was working earlier.
I'll be left with 2 tickets, right? So I can.
I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Yeah. What you did, Anchovy? It should work. I mean, I can just manually do it. There you go.
But I think with level 50, I would assume they will increase all the mic and whatever caps, right?
I don't know. I mean, they have increased the cap of other stuff like recently. I don't know if they're gonna do it again. Because like we are not really getting like much power creep out of season 4. Like it's going to be Nemesis cap, right? So it's not that much higher. So I have no idea. But yeah,
no,
maybe.
I think they'll probably mic cap to compensate for the loss of the Nightmare whatever titles, you know. Or because now.
Yeah, I mean they can just adjust the new content around that though. So yeah, I don't know. It's just delayed as fuck. Nah, I just manually use it. I mean, it's fine. Like, I do have a backup to manually do it if it doesn't work. Like, the API seems a bit shaky.
You know the player base, man. Once you give them something powerful and then you take away something from them, you know?
I mean, yeah. But it was predictable, though. Like, they gave this one as a freebie because they fucked up. They kind of said, moving onward, they don't really want to give players power from the season stuff because of what happened. But I think the redeem sometimes lags because of the my macro just spamming buttons, right? Of course, AION2 is going to fuck with something else. I mean, maybe I'll just look for another solution for this. But for the time being, this works. So. Oh well, I'm gonna be alone in my slime thing. Great. Nope. Well, I was close. I was one tick off. Alas, my 200 ping ass cannot attack fast enough. I hate to see it. One bill and cosmetic on global. Hell yeah. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Like some of the early cosmetics that were like pretty cool. I'm probably going to be an early investor.
Exit. He will pause when invite you.
Oh yeah, right. Going to be available on all characters enough to crack the wallet for me, yeah. Same for the mounts, right? I mean, although you can only equip them on one character at a time, as far as I'm aware, right?
Where's the troublemakers?
Still stuck inside. He's waiting for us at Bargot.
Oh, the temple only had 2 runs. Shit, I didn't see.
Damn. I'll just suck at the rest for... Do I? Nah, I won't. Actually, I won't. Fuck him. But yeah, there you go, Anchovy. You finally got your channel point used. I'll be adding a few other stuff, but yeah, like I have other plans already, but I need to just work on the Cleric video for now. So when I release them, it's probably going to be after season 4. But hey, it's something.
Yeah, 400k, yeah, whatever, man. Come for the free ride.
Bro is just here to have a good time. Alright, last run of this. Ninja will be forever Elios in my Dragon Horde of channel points. Brother. You're not the only one with a lot of points in the channel, though. But hey. Who am I to stop you? Now, on the plus side, it's going to make it a lot easier. Well, there you go. It's going to make it a lot easier if I do end up playing Elios on EU, because at least I already have the asset for that, so... You know?
I wonder if they change Gladiator to DPS class, will they still let them keep the life-stealing blade?
I mean, I don't think they're going to change Gladiator to a DPS, there's no way, right?
I mean, that's what they said, right? Because Fighter is supposed to replace the tank slot and...
I mean... The only thing they said is they want Gladiator to be the more DPS-oriented tank, but I think they still want it to be a tank, right? It's more like of an off-tank situation.
No, because if they don't fill the gap of one more melee DPS option, I guess in that sense, right? Then they would have to make the next new character melee DPS.
I mean, yeah.
If they were to put, let's say, Band-Aid Gladiator into a melee DPS and then change Fighter to tank, then
I honestly don't think they're gonna do that, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, 7 isn't here. I mean, is he just AFK though? Yeah, he's just AFK at the beginning though. But I guess we'll just wipe and wait for them. I would have frontal attack and it's going to be a tank thing. Yeah. Like Gladiator is going to Gladiator is going to stay a tank. I don't think they're going to change it. Didn't I say Gladiator was an off tank in the global video they released 2 days ago? Yeah, they did. I don't think anything's gonna change. I do think though that they will release another class at some point during season 4. I can see that happening. Okay, he's coming. Good. Raise the real glad with the pole arm. Yeah, I can absolutely see that happening, by the way. I can see them releasing a DPS class with a spear to fill in the gap. But like a proper spear user, not whatever the fuck AION2 Gladiator was. Because AION2 Gladiator just had a spear for the aura, dude. It wasn't actually using it as a spear. Oh, I'm just going to blow the other side then. Sure, bro. Fuck me up. Another tank class for a while when tank classes are going to be 30% of the total available classes? Yeah. I'm surprised we are getting a tank class first to begin with. Like, I was genuinely expecting a DPS first. I'm 8 now, okay. Sure. Do you think they'll even nerf life leeching? Well, I fucking hope so. As I said, right, it's either they nerf life leech or they change the game around life leech, right? Like, if they really want it to be a thing, they need to give equal amounts to every class, or at least like a reasonable amount. But no classes is left out just because they don't have it, right? Because that's kind of what's happening to Soul. And also it makes healing classes like not feel as useful on lighter content, which, you know, you can see as a problem. You can not see it as a problem, but if they want to do that, they need to have more high-end PvE content for healers to be useful in. But we'll see exactly what they have in mind with season 4. Like, at this point it's 4 days away, right? So yeah. Damage buff, healer thing, not Chanta. Yeah. I mean, they just need to drop the whole act with Cleric and Chanta not stacking. Or having like very separate utility that doesn't interact with each other. Like, again, I understand making the damage boost and damage tolerance aspect of LOP and Undefeated Mantra not interact. I get that. But I genuinely do not understand why the other buffs are not allowed to mutually like exist with together. It's just weird. It's just odd, yeah. Like, there's a bunch of stuff like that. Like, when you look at Gladiator and Templar in contrast, like, yes, they do have stuff that don't stack with each other, but they have some distinct utility, right? You know what I mean? So, because of that, even grabbing both is completely okay. I'll grab my red.
What the fuck? The guy died in me, man.
Having called the rest of the kid bothers me. Yeah. Like, they removed too much in an effort to like try and separate them. But again, Cleric's healing is not enough of a selling point. They need to give it like some other form of utility. Like, I don't even want Cleric to get more DPS or anything of the sorts. I just want them to equalize the whole resurrection situation and to give both classes distinct utility that you want them, that actually give you a reason to have both in a group, right? In every type of content. especially with the increase to 5 members party size, right? But yeah, like again, similar to Templar and Gladiator. Like I think Templar and Gladiator are like done pretty well in comparison. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Yep.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. This guy is just lost.
Okay. Will that kill me? Oh my god.
Oh my god, bro.
His pants. No.
I actually unironically wiped on the second boss in the big 2026, dude. Unbelievable. But like right now, I'm just sitting and waiting until season 4. Because obviously, support classes are going to change very massively with this patch. Just because of the implications of what's happening, so yeah. It's a good occasion to like mix things up. And then for the rest, it's gonna be a matter of like potential in sort of PvP. Which I'm not like too pressed about. If they do something about it, great. If they don't, whatever. Like I've accepted my fate, you know, at this point. It is. This Sorc has been mega lost. Gonna be big fucking tentacles. At least it's out of the circle.
What the fuck this?
Bro, this guy is just actually fucking clinically dumb. This Sorc has no fucking idea what he's doing since the beginning. It's crazy.
No, he exploded totally. No! Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah.
How much is the boss HP?
I'm dead, bro. My Sorc killed me frame 1 of the mechanic. Wait, where's the stone on this? I shouldn't have. That's the answer. Alright, well. At least we got through it, I guess. Now I just gotta do Ludra.
Oh, that... Yeah, for me, no problem lah. But my... Oh, now, the lowest of my ranger, I think... Hard to get into groups.
Yeah, I don't even bother with ults anymore. Fuck that. It's half bound kin anyways. Let's see what do we have in the boxes.
Need to enhance anything, just pass it over.
Meh. I'll just put them aside for the time being. In case we have some spicy supply deliveries next week. Yeah, plenty of space. I need to enhance my wings though. That's gonna be fucking expensive again.
Okay, GG's. Thank you very much.
Yep, GG's. Alright, now we just got a Luludra chat. Just a quick walk in the park. Very clearly, he's so lucky with soulbinds compared to my Sam. All of my characters have been getting fucked in the ass with soulbinds, I'm gonna be honest. Now, on the flip side, at least that means that perhaps the Western release is not going to be as rough for me, surely, right? That's definitely what that means. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Ludra. I guess this. Brother. Decline invitation. This motherfucker has less gear than I do. Can we be real? Yeah. Alright. I want to possibly look for a run that does 5. Like 3-3-3-2-2. Yeah, there's none, right? Yeah. 3-3-3. Whatever. I guess I can just party hop. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just change this though. Let's not waste the good potions. I had to launch a bunch of crafts before season 4. Offer it. I wonder when we're gonna get Transcendence, actually, in Season 4. Like, I'm guessing they're gonna do the same type of stuff they did for Season 3, so... Only one conquest to begin with, and then release the second one later, and then after that Transcendence, like the first one, and then the second one. It's probably not gonna be like Season 1. Goes to global launch. I mean, the entirety of Season 4 is going to be off of global launch, right? Like, global is going to launch in Season 5. Well, assuming they keep the same release schedule, because, like, again, they're going with the whole chapter stuff, right? So maybe they're going to handle the update speed a bit differently. That's possible. Yeah, I just have ult in my group. I mean, this guy is literally called ult. Let me just raise the sound again. There we go. I feel like these projectiles used to not have a sound effect attached to them. Only the Glad can attack. How sad. I think they mentioned that Season 4 is also going to bring the reduction of cooldowns for the earlier Sanctuary res, right? So it's only going to be 2 runs, but with more juice attached to them. Kind of looking forward to that, because like having to do like 4 or 5 runs of each every week is a bit tedious, considering it's not even like much of a challenge, right? So might as well trim off some of the fat. No BOEs. I can't believe I got so many weapons back to back. Like a couple of weeks ago. I haven't seen anything on any character ever since. I guess I really was just lucky, huh? Like, I saw like 3 weapons back to back. That's crazy. I should probably put back Oath Punishment actually. Forgot about that. Let me do that right now actually. There you go. Evade, really. Well, I'll take the ego. By far the mat I need the most, so... I gotta say though, like, the AC unit thing is nice, right? It makes the room more livable, but my god is it fucking loud. Like... it's a bit of a headache situation that is presenting its doors to me. I didn't think it would be this fucking loud. That's better. Holy, the one cycle, dude. Let's fucking go. With shitty ults, even? We already cleared it 3 times, right? I'm guessing we're just going to exit? Maybe not. Let's face 7 seconds during opener, yeah. I mean, it's probably because we have shields that we actually were able to do it in 1 cycle. I got hit by the AoE on purpose to trigger the ring, and that was enough. Okay, well, I guess we're clearing this again. I mean, why the fuck not, right? Might as well go for the BOE, go for the gold. Is this the 3rd one or the 2nd one, bro? Or the 4th one? These go so fucking fast, dude, I forget. Yeah, they added sounds, dude. Yeah, I knew I wasn't smoking crack. They added sounds. Really? We're really gonna do this? Okay. Well. They added extra sound effects to Sanctuary 1. Like they added impact sounds to the ground AoEs. Okay, I guess this is the 3rd one. They added impact sounds to the ground AoEs on the first 2 bosses, and they added a sound on the bingo board when you get the right one. That's pretty cool. I mean, I guess it makes sense since they are going back to adjust the earlier stuff for the 5-man group. Maybe they are taking the opportunity to give it like an extra layer of polish, perhaps. It's nice. So working on these things, yeah. Be as polished as possible for global, yeah, definitely. Okay. Gold bracelet. Fantastic. Like I mean, I'm guessing you guys heard that, right? Like the bingo sound was like pretty fucking clear and distinct. Like it's pretty easy to see. Because like, I don't remember when we were initially progging Ludra in season 1. When someone got the bingo with the save zone, like you would not necessarily notice it unless someone called it out, right? But at least now you have a like a loud fucking sound. Surely they'll add them on standard markers. well, wouldn't that be nice? I mean, it's not much, right? I don't even know if they know. That's the thing. I can craft a platinum medal on this, actually. Let me do that. Yeah, there we go. 1 more platinum. Yippee! Bro, I'll gamba these as well. Hell yeah. 10 metal gamba. Let's fucking go. Heterocerulean. Ooh. I won. I thought it'd be busy editing. Yeah, but I got asked to do Sanctuary 1 and 2, so I logged in just to do that. And I figured if I'm going to be playing the game, I might as well stream to you guys, right? Even though obviously people mostly think I'm not going to be here, so there's not many people, but you know. Also, it allowed to troubleshoot the avatar, like channel redeem interaction stuff. It seems to be working fairly well, but it seems a bit jank every now and again, but at least I have shortcuts to fix it manually if need be, so. I guess I'll just leave it as is for now, and maybe I'll find a better alternative later on. Okay, right, we do have to enhance some wings. I don't even think I have enough money to do this though, but Let me have a quick look. I guess all of the damage boost ones, I just need to go to level to 10, right? Maybe 8? Yeah, sure. That's 40%. Ay, it's so expensive. How much Kina can you make on a week of playing? I mean, obviously Season 3 is more than Season 1, right? But it's pretty simple. You have 35 main dungeons. Like, if you use absolutely everything, it's around 30 to 40 dungeons just on your main alone, right? So, assuming you're running the latest dungeons, that's gonna be around between 70 to 90 million just from your main. And then additionally, you have sanctuaries, so it depends on how many sanctuaries you clear. And then you have essential trials, etc, etc. So, like, just on your main alone, you're making a bit over 100 million Kina of like baseline raw Kina drops, right? And then on top of that, 70 and 90 million, right? So a bit over 100 million Kina when you account for everything, right? And then assuming that you run a couple of ults for at least essential trials and stuff, you're doing a bit more. And then you can expand on that if you craft mana stones and so on and so forth, yeah, so I guess it's going to be anywhere between 100 and 200 million Kina, depending on like how much you're sending in terms of like personal investment and if you whether you play ults or not. Like bonus. I'm just going to finish I'm just going to finish these, man. I just have to rip the band-aids. Yeah. So fucking expensive, dude. Ugh. Okay. Nice. Oh my fucking god, bruh. Can I gather and sell ether like an ion for money? Not really. Like, gathering, honestly, like, when it comes to Odil, so ether, you mostly get them from running Shugo games and dungeons. Like, you don't really gather it otherwise. Like, you can, but it's... anything that has to do with open world gathering is so poorly thought out that only bots are doing it, and then you just buy from the bots. Does this game require old play to stay relevant? So to some extent, right, the main thing you do with your ults is Essential Trial and Abyssal Corridors. And these just take a couple of minutes a week. But it's small investment, huge reward, right, for doing these. And then additionally, you can also run dungeons to get extra Kina and resources. But that's gonna be up to you how much you want to do that. I wouldn't say it's mandatory. Like, I've mostly not been doing it personally. Reduces the open world interaction. It's just that right now the open world content is pretty poorly thought out in the game. Like, that's the main problem. Yeah, let me fix that. Like, pretty much every aspect of open world content is pretty poorly thought out. Now, Season 4 is going to change some of those, and hopefully they will tackle everything. But yeah, for the time being, not the best. I'll do my corridors since I have to do them anyways, and then I guess I'm probably going to be done for the day after that. I mean, I'm going to do them on all of my character and do some closet gambas, but yeah. 2009 AION release was really good with open world interactions and bots, of course, but at that point, I mean, the thing is, AION1 was more of a sandbox game, right? And sandbox tends to value its open world a lot more. Like, most of AION1 took place in the open world overall. AION2 is a lot more like instance-based, but that is more of a result of modern MMOs doing modern MMOs thing, right? Than anything. Because like in comparison, all of the instance content, all of the dungeons, all of the raids, so on and so forth are like much better done in AION2 compared to AION1, right? So yeah. It's just a different game. But with that said, I do hope they address some of the problems with open world. Or group them pending an open world for quest also, yeah. I think I'm maining SM and having a ranger ult. Honestly, ranger ult is not a bad idea. Because it's really good for grinding as well. So if you want to do stuff like farming in the abyss on ults to farm potential zones while also farming AP for your closet, ranger is a good class to do that. Roll stuff later, yeah. Do you think this game will eventually go towards more of a sandbox game? I mean, they are taking steps to restore some of their open world content, but I do think, broadly speaking, modern MMOs take more of a theme park approach than a sandbox one. For multiple reasons, right? I think this game is going to like remain the same. Like, I think they're just going to iterate on this game's problems to improve and make them better. But ultimately, yeah, I think they're going to keep the game theme park focused. Like, everything is very controlled and clean, right? Brother, go away. You are wasting both of our time. Cleric that attack other clerics. There we go. Just let me just enter. Oh wait, that's the Elias one. Okay, right. We got the lower abyss ones, right? Okay, let me move over then. Right now it feels like AION2 is a hub game. So CD, teleport, dungeon, PP arena, go back to CD after your time SQ, have so much in open world. Yeah, and that's, broadly speaking, that's just a pretty one-to-one description of MMOs in general nowadays, right? Most modern MMOs take that approach, you know what I mean? Now, whether that's good or bad, that's for you to decide, right? I'm a bit of a sucker for the sandbox approach, but obviously it makes it harder to control players and balance things and prevent griefing and so on and so forth, right? So there's pros and cons to both approaches. As much as people hated it, I kind of enjoyed TL's open world events. I mean, the main problem with Throne's open world events was the time gate aspect. Because like the problem with Throne is, because of the way it did its content, it achieved the really impossible task of making the game both have too much to do and not enough, because you were basically just sitting in town with your dick in your hand for like hours at a time, just waiting for an event to happen. And then you had fun for 5 minutes and then nothing again. But you still had to be around, right, when the event happened, you know what I mean? So it was honestly just a terrible approach all around. And like, to me, it was terrible. Because you had to be online and ready to do stuff, but you could not do stuff on your own volition, you know what I mean? For the most part, you had to wait for the game to allow you to have fun. Throne got toxic with the clan alliances. I mean, that was just bound to happen with the GVG aspect, right? That's why a faction approach is always better than a GVG one. Because it's just a lot more inclusive, right? Like, a faction event, it just happens, and as long as you're part of the faction, you can decide to just jump in and have fun, right? Whereas a GVG event, you have to go through... You're basically just working a second job, right? Like, you have to go through the application process, join the guild, and then you have to join the CTAs, you work with DKP, etc, etc. It's like... faction is better. And I say this as someone that played Throne for 4,000 hours. I had Eclipse. My guild had the control of the castle for multiple months, right? But it doesn't mean I was a fan of it. I still prefer the faction approach. If you want open world dungeon in TL, you had time, utilities and tokens, mobs. I mean, to be fair, like the open world grinds of like of the open world dungeons in NTL was like one of the better idea they had with Throne. I think it was a pretty good system, right? Like Throne had some good idea. It's just that it also had some very fucking terrible ones, and also the game was just like a mess. You were in Eclipse. I was not in the guild Eclipse. I had the Eclipse, like the skill. But yeah, like, at least we are getting in Season 4 some of the good aspect of Throne. Like, I think the idea of trial dungeons, like the rune dungeons on Throne, were honestly a good idea, so I'm glad to see them on AION2. Again, as I said, like, the concept of open world dungeon was honestly pretty good. It would be a decent thing to get. But yeah, other than that, yeah. Problem is most time bots, because with those you can most times are bots, because without those you could make more open world interactions. I mean, if you want to prevent your game from having bots, it has to come from a place of like game design. Like again, if we go back to the topic of the gathering system in AION2, it's just not designed properly for this day and age. Like, it's an old school system that has long since been figured out, and it was bound to be a bot system. Same with the Genius Insight system early on, right? So it kind of died. I played on EU, so yeah. But I think every server was the same. Like on EU, the biggest thing that we had was the invasion of like Russian mega alliances that were just like going from server to server and just fucking shit up. More players the game has, the more bots will be there because it's lucrative. I mean, yes, but also the presence of the bots is very dependent on how prevalent the economy is. Like, the bots will flock towards game that makes their work more valuable, you know what I mean? And because AION2 has such a powerful in-game economy, obviously the bots are gonna want to be in on that, right? So then they have to adjust the systems around them. And AION Kisha Village, I think AION was elitary with open world, some elite mods you can kill Fakina. Yeah, AION1 had plenty of stuff like that, yeah. Now, to be fair, AION2 also has like lucrative world bosses. It's just that, again, something that worked in AION1 because it was back in the days is not going to work in a modern game like AION2. Like, to me, personally, I think all of the world bosses should be turned into events. Similar to the Abyss world bosses. So they spawn, everyone participate, and everyone gets something. You know what I mean? That's just the correct approach nowadays. Because like world bosses that you camp and that only person gets something out of, like, is always going to lead into monopolization. And then all of a sudden the content doesn't exist for 99% of the player base. Like, that's the problem. Especially for stuff that is like timed with such a long respawn time. You know what I mean? Open world raid bosses, yeah. I mean, basically it's, you know, dynamic events, right? Like, most PvE games have adopted the dynamic event formula, and there's a reason for that, right? I think AION2 is missing some of that to flourish its open world. Now, at least we're going to get PvP events during rifting times. I think that's a step in the right direction. But I do think they also need to have, like, some of that for the PvE side. Like, stuff that is just constantly going on, constantly rolling. The idea behind it, but people to beat it too hard, yeah. Like, nowadays you have to design your stuff differently. One person get in, quit, and move on to another game, yeah. Open world needs to be rewarding, then it will flourish, yeah. But it needs to be rewarding in the right way, because if you make stuff like the pet crystal system for the Genius Insight, that's rewarding, right? But everyone is fucking botting it, because it's literally just like trash farming 24/7. You know what I mean? So again, the PvP events and rifts are a step in the right direction, and they have already said they will iterate on them, so they're going to make multiple types of different events and stuff like that. But they also need to find something for the PvE players when the rifts are closed, basically. They need to have events running when the rifts are closed that are PvE focused, ultimately, right? Like that's what I was saying when I said that this game's PvE offering is promising, but it's lacking right now. There's not enough diversity, because like pretty much all of the PvE offering right now is dungeons. That's it. Like when you look at it, right, like Conquest are dungeons, Transcendence are dungeons, Sanctuary are dungeons, Trials are going to be dungeons, you know what I mean? Like we need more than that. We need more variety. And it's not like we are lacking in terms of what they can give as a reward, right? There is plenty of stuff they can give as a reward and people will do it. Tower defense mode in PvE had some sugar morph. I mean, I guess to some extent sugar games are that, but I don't think sugar games are it, dude. That's the thing. I think sugar games should be like an alternate game mode. And like Baritra Invasion should be an overworld event. Like stuff like Baritra Invasion should be overworld and not be like instance based, in my opinion. Like yeah, sure, it makes it easier for them to balance, but yeah. Okay, so that's everything for this one, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, now let's do corridors on the ults and gamble some skins. Is today going to be the day I get the High Commander Maze, chat? Are we finally coming out of prison? Fucking hope so. Alright. What about every week there's a dungeon who gives you more drops for X runs? I mean, I think what they should do is they should have a dungeon roulette system. Because like one of the big problems with dungeons right now is that anything that isn't the latest dungeon, nobody's doing. So all of a sudden, anyone who's looking to do the earlier dungeons, or who's looking to, or you know, just a new player getting into the game, right? It's basically impossible to find lobbies. So there should be a thing where every week you have X amount of runs that where it queues you into a random dungeon and downscales your power to the level of that dungeon and gives you additional rewards for doing that. So this way it just like queues you with new players, right? Just matches you with new players. Once per day reward is a good thing. I don't think it should be once a day, because they want this game to move away from the daily chore thing, right? So I think you should have like, I don't know, 5 allowances per week of that roulette system, right? And then you can just run them whenever. Well, yeah, like they need to find a way to funnel players into the earlier content to help new players and stuff. Like the thing is, it's either they do that, or they turn all of the old dungeons that have Bountkina into solo dungeons. You know what I mean? These are the two options, right? I think both are fine, but I think it would be better if we had like that type of system where other players are helping others, right? Do it again, yeah. That almost once a day per day reward. Yeah, but you know, just different way to put it, right? I'm surprised a lot of MMOs don't take the 14 approach with that, yeah. Like, it's not the only way to do it, but it's a good way to do it. Some stacks for those runs. I mean, you could roll over, yeah. I think having stuff like that roll over would be fine. But I think it's reasonable to ask people to do at least 5 dungeons per week, right? So I don't think it necessarily needs to. But like basically you would have the random, like the roulette thing, just match the rewards of the current like highest tier of endgame dungeon, and then give you like a little bit extra. I think that would be a good incentive. I mean, technically speaking, you're already getting a bit extra, right? Because if you get matched with a new player, you will be getting a portion of their rewards with the mentor system. But I mean, having it baseline would be also decent. Hello, Andrew. Let me just a bit more because I'm about to run out. Well, that's part of the stuff I hope to see in season 4. Update for AION2 is the 1st of July? Yes, it is. When is the patch note typically? The patch notes come up when the servers go down, right? So it's going to be a couple of hours before the patch is live, essentially. Now, usually we get like a preview of some of the nodes and the CM hole like the day off the maintenance. It's usually incomplete, and it's also pretty inconvenient because it's an image, right? Anchovy using Ilios mode when Ilios mode is already on. Crazy work. Well. It's already season 4 patch or any type of balance, etc. Yeah, it's going to be season 4. I mean, season 4 is going to be everything. Like, season 4 will have major balance coming alongside it. Like, and when I say major, it's gonna be major. Obviously. So that's gonna be a fucking beefy fucking patch note video. Those wings were definitely black for me. Brother. Damn. The race wars begins. Early, hopefully. I mean, definitely. When Guna mode? What? You know what? I was going to ask what the fuck would I even do for that, but I don't think I want the answer for that. So you know what? Forget it. Forget I said anything. Big anime titties, hell yeah. Why did two people say the same thing? You guys need to go to fucking horny jail. Right this instant. Discussing with people, I think Brawler is going to be a low to no support class with superior DPS for support. I mean, it's going to be a tank, right? But maybe it's going to have like a stance to be both the DPS and a tank. Who knows? Would have been nice to get some, you know, tilted details, but just like 14 VTubers, yeah. Yeah, it's like I said the other day, right? I should have made my my avatar like an anime lady with massive tits to the point where she becomes a human tripod, so this way people are not weirded out by it. Because apparently people can't handle whatever I have going right now. Sounds great, let's do it, brother. Not just 14 VTubers, yeah. It's everyone. I mean, it's just that... I mean, it's pretty funny because every time you scroll in the 14 category, it's like... 90% is just one of those, like, you know, default VTuber avatar that you can find like on Etsy and stuff, with just like humongous breasts. Like, it's crazy. About going to the 14 category, sometimes the boobs are like 40% of the screen. Yeah. How the armor and all stuff will work when we equalize, preferably equal with spells up. I do want to, yeah, I do want to see how the equalized PvP is going to work. I still can't really quite fully wrap my head around how they're going to handle it with stuff like arcanas and skill levels. That'd be two big TD tripod. You have to count the head. Like you basically, like, you use the two massive like attributes along with the head as the tripod. What were we talking about again? I wish I could create these high quality VTuber things. I would be so rich. Well, I mean, hey, if there's a will, there's a way, brother. You know, at some point, I'm probably going to commission, like, you know, a more expressive, I guess, avatar. Obviously, I'm doing everything myself right now, but maybe eventually I'll move on to something done by someone else. I don't know. I do have an attachment to doing things myself, though, so I don't know. At this point, just from a discussion category, we can see the gameplay anyways. Yeah. I mean, hey, more power to them, you know. They know exactly what they're doing. I don't know what their public is. PNG is perfect. Hell yeah. I mean, for the time being, I think it's fine, yeah. We'll see later. High quality VTuber thing 3, or they do 2D fake 3. I think people do both, right? Like, sometimes they do like the 2D, like the 2D planes thing that adjust to the camera angle and stuff. Like, I've seen people do some insane stuff with that. Like, legitimately. It's very impressive. Like, the whole rigging problem, like, process there is involved into making like 2D stuff fake 3D. But I think most people just have a straight up 3D thing going. Without channel redemption to make it bold. Alright, do you mean that in the sense remove the helmet or remove the hair? Because I will not do the remove the hair stuff. Like, forget about that. Bold man image of it? Yeah, just like one of those like shitty bold cap. Yeah. I could do one where it removes the helmet, I guess. I could do that. Your arm changes into baguettes. I have something planned to like add a baguette. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but yeah, I will probably do something like that at some point. I just have to get around to it. Like, bro, the thing is, the shit they don't tell you about those is that it's so fucking obnoxious to update a model, because every animation, everything is like a different state and is a different like render, right? So you have to, every time you do something, you have to render every single different versions of it all, right? So right now I have 8 different pictures where every time I update something, I have to update all 8 of them. You know what I mean? And then I have to readjust everything in the studio thing, right? It's such a pain in the ass. Like, even the smallest adjustment, you have to do that. Because, like, basically, that's what I had to do yesterday, right? Like, because I updated the wings to make them look better for the racial stuff. Like, obviously, I had to make 2 different versions with all 4 different iterations, right? I also updated the eye. I changed a few things with the hair as well. So yeah, I had to, like, every single time I had an iteration, I had to update all 8 and update the entire thing. Like, it's ugh. Sounds overcomplicated. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's probably less of a pain in the ass if you have like a 3D model rigging, but the way I'm doing it is basically like I have to draw each frame separately and render them separately, and then it basically like pulls up a different frame every time I do something. So like, you know, this is the closed-eyed frame, this is the talking frame, this is the closed eye while talking frame, you know what I mean? Like, it can get even more complicated than that, by the way, but right now I'm just leaving it at that because it's already fucking enough, dude. Yeah, these are gonna be huge because we have 4 corridors. Like, this is gonna be a huge fucking gamba, dude. I'm just going to, yeah, just throw everything in the blender, bro. Put the fries in the bag. Right, but there must be a better solution. Well, I don't know. I'm new to this, dude. But it works, you know. And now that I figured out the API stuff with the state modifying with the panel redeems and stuff, like I'm slowly getting more and more into the rabbit hole. But yeah, it's not as straightforward as you think. There's a different part of the picture that would be changed. Now I have basically you need to redo the entire picture every time. I mean, I can show you, I guess, once I'm done with this. Look it up and find I'm interested now. I mean, it is definitely very interesting, and it is very satisfying to figure it out and do it yourself. Like, having figured all of this by myself and having drawn everything by myself, like, makes you feel good about yourself, you know? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. There should be one more, yeah. He wants to learn take a thing looking good before big global crowds. Wow. Are you saying it doesn't look good right now, Anchovy? Wow, man, wow. That's fucked up you would say something like that to my face. Unfucking believable, man. No baguettes means it's trash. The truth hurts, mate. God damn, bro. Mods, remove that guy's VIP. See, the joke is that I don't have mods, and he doesn't have VIP. Right. French toggle every time someone asks if you're French, yeah. Actually, I think I can do something that triggers a state change if someone types a keyword in chat, so that would be possible, actually. It would have to be hyper-specific, but... yeah, insufficient key now. What the fuck? I'm broke. Yeah, do I have some selling him? I do. Nah, I'll just do that, I guess. I'm a fucking god, dude. Okay. That should be the last one anyways, right? Yeah, okay. Good. Alright, so that is one character. On to the next one. This is gonna be such a huge fucking gamba, dude. If I don't get the mace on this one, like, I'm gonna end it all, bro. Hello, Schloop. But I guess I can show you. Hold up. Alright, let me show you this. Alright, so this is the VTuber thing. This is the program. Like, I have all of this going on. Like, I've been keeping states in case I fuck something up. But, like... I see, like, all 4 states are basically different, right? So this is the old one. Right? Every time I have to re-render everything. And these... this one, right? Yeah, yeah. These are the current ones. Yeah. So there's 4 for the Ilios one. And 4 for the Asthma one. And yeah, basically, like, every time I change anything, I have to change all 8 of them. And then I have to change the, like, in this, I have to change all of the states individually. Yeah. It is a piece of work, but it works. So... a rain of croissant? Nah. I'm fine with the subtle banner at the top for like follows and subs. Yo, speaking of, any primers in the chat? No, I'm just kidding. OG avatar, more character-wise. Which one? It is for primer? Hell yeah. The one with the goggles? Oh yeah. Yeah, but it was a licensed character. Now, to be fair, the model itself, like the thing I drew, it didn't, honestly, it didn't look good. Like, I made it really fast just to have something, so. But it was a licensed character, so. I eventually had to move on to something else, which is why I made this little guy. I mean, I guess I could do other stuff. A good character design. Are you saying this one sucks? Is that what you're saying? That's fucked up, man. Japanese started getting info, the Chinese is wrong. Loading in general, yeah. There was a lot of wrong stuff floating around, yeah. That's not what I said. I know. But it is a good character design, I don't disagree. Like, I do like this character a lot. But yeah, license and everything. But like, if I go down the state rabbit hole with like channel points and everything. Oh, we're back to Asmo. I didn't even see that. If I'm going to go down this rabbit hole, I could do like outfit stuff as well. You know what I mean? Technically speaking. So yeah, but that is a lot of fucking work, dude. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I will eventually go down the rabbit hole, but yeah. Be able to cover that thing, but it was cringe as fuck. The live itself, yeah. Like, I was hesitant about making a video about it, but the thing is, like, there's not really much in terms of, like, actual new information. I think I'm just going to wait on, like, the NCAA stuff and just make recaps of that. You mean to milk the cow first? What the fuck does that mean? Console information was new, yeah. I mean, the console stuff was predictable, to be fair, because, like, they have been slowly improving controller support, right? So, yeah. I am wondering when it's gonna come, though. Like, if anything, I'm just a bit surprised that the console support will not come out immediately as the game launches. I feel like that's a bit of a mistake, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know. I think it's a missed opportunity to not have the game launch on console, like, on global in the same day. Like, I want to draw cash or something. I think every language has that saying. To be fair, well, maybe not everywhere, but at least both French and English does. But yeah. I mean, I don't want to milk anyone. I just want to, like, make fun stuff and make the stream as enjoyable for the viewers as possible. I don't really care too much about the milking part. Like, one thing I've been thinking about, obviously, is I think the stream is not as... It's not as, like, viewable for most people because I'm not using a normal, like, quote-unquote normal screen size, right? So I've been thinking about maybe cropping it for the stream for, like, a more regular size. I don't know. Like, there are some advantages about running ultra-wide. Like, it gives me more room to, like, place the avatar, for example, right? But yeah. Redeem to speak French for a period of time? Never. At best, you're gonna get like an on-screen baguette next to the avatar. And Sidu Dancer was like, please give us more time, so the console port was kind of an afterthought. I mean, I think maybe they wanted to have it on release, but it just takes time, right? To make the game. Because one of the good side of UE5 is that it's very easy to port to just about fucking everything. But obviously, specs come into question, especially if they... Imagine if they release this game onto fucking Nintendo Switch. It's possible. It could happen, but it's going to like require more for them to do. Ah yes, buy the Lamborghini with the milk money. Hell yeah. Milk the nanny. You know, I haven't been called a milk by people on Taiwan in a long time. I think they just dropped the act. Feels bad, man. There's just less human interaction happening on Taiwan as of late. We live in a society type shit. But like, if you have any ideas in terms of like API stuff with your avatar, like just drop them in the suggestion box. Like, now that I have everything set up, technically speaking, I can make everything happen. It's just going to take me a bit of time, obviously, right? Which wouldn't be that much of a problem. Yeah, I mean, especially considering that, like, if they can get the game to run on mobile, they can get the game to run on everything. Like, the main problem is just the playability of high-end content. But if they make the macro stuff better and better, like, it's going to make it easier to port onto other stuff. Weather and time of the year, you are more like a curd cheese. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like I was saying earlier, like a lot of people don't fucking realize what's going on in France, dude. Like, when I walk outside to go grab groceries, the streets are empty and you just run into dead animals. Like, the amount of like dead birds and dead cats I've run into just like going out to grab groceries is insane. And like every day we have announcements of like the amount of people that died in their sleep because of the heat. Like, people making light of the heat wave situation in France do not fucking realize what's going on. Automobile from non-2020 are way more powerful than the first Switch. I mean, yeah, like even the Switch 2 is honestly a pretty powerful console. It's like, it's not quite the same as like a PS5 and stuff, but it's more powerful than like a PS4, you know what I mean? So it can absolutely run this game. But yeah, there's gonna be some adjustments to be done in terms of the game itself for them to be able to do that. But then again, who knows? Like, we don't even know if they want this game to come on fucking Nintendo Switch. Maybe that's one step too far. Like, it's probably going to be like PS5 and Xbox before it ever happens on Switch. But it could. It could. Nobody makes fun of our heatwave. So many people do, man. It's fucked up. Like, oh, what's that, French boy? Too afraid to buy an AC? And it's like, bro, it's deeper than that. Improve max visibility on PC, yeah. Render distance and targeting distance are things. They're definitely going to be big topics in the West if it doesn't get fixed by the time it reaches there. Because like, if people bitch about that on Throne and Liberty, even though it wasn't that bad, they're absolutely going to like bitch about it on AION2. People being 20C average is not that bad. Yeah. I mean, it's finally starting to drop a bit. Like, it's a chilly 35 today. Very, very cool. At least, but like, dude, it went up to fucking 45 for the past few days. It's actually just fucking insane. And thanks for the follow, Venomity. Couldn't fix that in current Taiwan so that mobile players. I don't even know if it's necessarily for that. But yeah, who knows? Having the same temperature, yeah. Oh yeah, right, by the way. I have a partnership with LagoFast now, yippee! So if you want to try out LagoFast, make sure to use my link and my promo code to get 30% off. And I will get money! Very cool. There's also a command, exclamation mark VPN. Maybe I should put that actually in the title. I'm bad at this marketing stuff. My jacket is freezing from the 42 outside my window, yeah. Went from the Sahara Desert to Moscow temperature, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know it's fucked when it's 35 and you're like, wow, it's pretty cold right now. I'm gonna need a jacket or something. And you know what's fucked up? We pretty much know now that we're gonna get another heat wave early July. Like, we will not be escaping this prison. Like, I think it's July 6th for like 10 days. We're gonna get another heat wave. Surely it's not gonna be worse than this one, right? Surely, surely. Happy I won't have to undo all of that work. Yeah. At least I'm armed with an AC now. Now, I have the headache of a lifetime because this AC is loud as fuck, but it's better than the heat. I work at a college, I finish on the 10th. Okay, well that's pretty good. I mean, pretty fucked up that, you know, school places do not have AC to begin with. I mean, bro, even hospitals don't have AC in France. Like, again, like, we've received news of, like, people dying in hospitals because of the heat. Do you know how fucked that is? Because we're doing the... with 40 degree, yeah. And, like, even beyond the fact that it's unlivable, it's like... Have you guys tried to think under 40 degree heat? Like 40 plus? Bro, your brain turns into mush. It's rough. They're giving money to the schools to combat the heat wave? Yeah, sure, dude. They're giving them 15 euros TTC. Just go and buy a fan. A single fan for every classes. That's all you get. Get a little fan? Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I mean. Oh, did my VPN crash? Might have. Well. Oh, well, there you go. What the fuck? Okay, well, I guess I have to relaunch the whole fucking game. Bruh. Very cool. Enough for 12 fans. Yeah. Most people dying at this weather are already weakened by conditions like heart disease and stuff. It's sad, but it's a non-problem. Not necessarily. Like, the thing that you have to account for is in France, especially in the capital, right? Like, the capital has a lot of tin rooftops. Fucking tin. Do you know how much heat that shit, like, the heat retention of fucking tin? On top of the pollution and everything, like, at the capital, people are just suffocating in tiny apartment right under tin roofs with no insulation, and they reach upwards of like 50 plus degrees. They are just straight up dying of a heat stroke. That's like a laser beam. Yeah, like that's the problem. The problem is that France is not prepared for that type of heat. Like, the way buildings are built in France is we have no AC, and the buildings are built to retain heat to combat the cold weather and the winter. Because France is not a hot country. Like, France has to deal more with the harsh winters than the hot summers, you know what I mean? So the country is built like that. But because of that, in a situation of a heat wave, like, you're basically boiling from the inside in most housing areas. And yeah, there's, as Yukiri said, there's also the problem of, like, people are dying of a variety of reasons that are tied to the heat wave, right? We've had a lot of people that drowned themselves in lakes because they jumped in desperation. And we have a lot of situations of, like, people that just die in their cars as well. Alright, surely that's gonna be better. Like the temperature under the roof at 8 p.m. we measured 52. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Like, yeah, sure, maybe some other countries in the world have higher heat, but it's just that the country is not built for that kind of heat, which really amplifies the problem. Bro, are we being dead ass right now? Okay, there we go. Some French influencers had a good idea to put survival blankets on their windows, reflects the sun directly into the streets. Yeah. Back-to-back record temperatures, yeah. Like, this is the second heat wave, mind you, that we have. And we are going to get, like, a 5 days break, well, like, back to the usual, like, 30 degree heat. And then we're going to have another heat wave. Like, shit's fucked, man. Oh, yeah, right, I need to go back on my Templar. Car thing makes sense. I mean, car contains fuel radiation extreme well. Yeah, it's just that people are not used to it. Like, we've had multiple cases of people like leaving either their pets or their kids inside of cars while they were doing like groceries for like 5 or 10 minutes, and that was enough to kill them. Like, yes, it's irresponsible of them to be doing this, but it's just that, bro, people are just not used to this kind of heat. Two kids went to playing in their mom's car and died. Hit as they're stuck inside it. Yeah. Usually 30 was already plus 10 degrees. Yeah, I mean, you know. You're dumb to leave kids in that and pets as well. Yeah. But yeah, like what we have going right now is just like, it's just on another level. Like, genuinely, again, do you know how insane it is to walk out in the streets to go grab some groceries like it's an expedition, and the streets are completely empty, all of the shops are just closed, and you just run into dead animals on the street constantly? Do you know how fucked that is? Everyone knows how to hard a pod car. What is this thinking of them? I mean, I don't disagree, right? But I'm just saying that many such cases. You know, we've been talking about global warming and almost nobody had the foresight this could be. I mean, people had the foresight. It's just that I don't want to get political, right? But it's the wrong people that had the foresight, if you know what I mean. And the thing is, we're just like leaping straight into bigger problems, because like, not only are we not doing anything, it's getting worse. Like, bro, like, we are seeing the repercussion in terms of like global warming right now, based off of the last fucking 20 years of fucking up, right? What's going to happen with like all of the stuff like AI data centers? Like, we're gonna see the repercussions for that like a couple of years in the future. We're fucked. Break the window. Say the shiller just will sue for vandalism. I mean, in that case, I don't think they will. Like, this is not North America. But yeah. Was doing refuse to break it when they're feeling bad to get next. The kid died before the ambulance arrived. Yeah. I mean, the fact that the schools are even still open with that kind of heat is like asinine to me. Alright, and that's this character done. On to the next one. Oh, glad not work? Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware. Trust me, I'm fully aware. All of the staff saying things the same? Yeah, of course. It's inhumane. Anyone involved. It really is. Ads? Damn, if only there was a way to not get ads on stream. The templates focus on full tank, full damage, or mix. Full damage. For both PvE and PvP. It's the way to go. Like, for PvE right now, every class focuses on damage. And for PvP, the only class that can really make a case for running defensive is Cleric. Every other class should be running damage. Stay home to survive the heat, yeah. I think everyone would. With the heat, yeah. Like, the heat is just like... It's dazing, you know what I mean? It just fucking staggers you. It's really hard to, like, be productive under fucking 40-45 degree heat. It really is. We'll be playing fighter when it launches. I'm going to focus on the content in itself, so I'm mainly going to be playing my main. But obviously, since we are getting one more character slot, I'm going to make one more character, right? And use the boost on them. So... I'm probably going to boost a fighter, just to get a feeling for the class, yeah. But not immediately. The hit having to control 600 brats, yeah, I know. I mean, it should not be legal to, you know, ask people to be working under 45 degree heat if your place is not, doesn't have AC. Legitimately. Tomorrow will be cooler. Yeah, it's slowly cooling off at least, but yeah. It's just going to be a brief respite, if you can even call it that, until the next one, so... I guess enjoy it while you can. Until tonight? What do you mean? After the heat wave, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, right, even the regular temperature, like, it's still hot. Like, it's still the summer, you know? At the end of the day. It's just, like, bearable in comparison. Like, basically, it's going from, like, actually dangerous for your health to bearable. Oh, stop working due to the heat. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. It's really funny to me that they are canceling events, but they're not getting people to stop working. They advise us to drink water? Yes. Because everyone knows that the only thing that kills you with a heat wave is dehydration. Everyone knows that. There's definitely no other things that happen to you under 45 to 50 degree heat. They only want the best for you, and that's your money, man. Yeah, totally. It's really funny to me that they set up one of those green numbers that you can call because of the heat wave, right? So, and when you call the number, they just tell you, drink water, open your windows late at night. It's like, bro, did we really need a number for that? This guy doesn't have an AC. Yeah. Nah, all of these people are full of shit. Genuinely. Just fucking strap these guys on the asphalt in the middle of 45-degree heat with a tiny bottle of water and see how they fare, you know? Fucking asinine, man. Just insane behavior. Yeah, one more. To make the thing and you discover it was bullshit, yeah. I mean, we had funds that were supposed to install ACs into hospitals, right? Like, ever since the 2004 heatwave, like, they set up that whole thing, right? To get that done. But fast forward to 2026, the worst heatwave of all time, and there's absolutely zero hospitals with ACs. So... thoughts? They don't know, yeah. It's actually worse, yeah. Bro, the hospitals in France are not doing well. Like I've had to deal more with this hospital environment as of late because of, I mean, if you know what has been going on in my life as of late, then you know. If you don't, it's okay. But I've had to deal more with the hospital setting as of late, right? It's not doing great in France, dude. It's, yeah. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, some of the stuff that I had to deal with, I don't want to talk about them on stream because I don't want the, you know, I don't necessarily want to talk about stuff like that on stream, but it genuinely just makes you want to do stuff to those politicians. Like, I genuinely was flabbergasted. I was just shocked at some of the shit that is going on in hospitals in France right now. My friend works in a hospital. Bless his little soul. I really feel bad for the hospital workers. It's way worse than we think. Yeah, I know. I've had to deal with it like firsthand. Life isn't about profit and cold calculation. I mean, I think people are already attuned to that, but you know, you can imagine living somewhere where AC isn't a common thing. I mean, it's just that it's not a common thing because it's not supposed to be. Like, again, France is not really... France, again, is a country that deals more with harsh winters than hot summers, you know what I mean? So we're just not prepared for situations like these. But even then, some infrastructures should have ACs to be prepared for those situations. Namely, schools and hospitals. Like, that's the bare minimum. But lo and behold, there simply isn't the case. Okay, so that's it for this character as well. An iPad, yeah, true. That as well. I mean, I kind of put those under the hospital umbrella. It's like anything that is like a medical center, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, just turn the sound off, dude. Done. Did I do supply on this one already? Nope. Alright. Good then. Private companies better prepare to handle heat than hospitals because they're private. I'm in the middle of the desert in the USA. It's always in those calculations 40 plus CCSA in the summer. Yeah. Now imagine that exact situation, but your housing is built to retain heat. You have stuff like 10 rooftops and you have no AC. Imagine that, and that's what France is currently like experiencing. Just gonna keep the old, yeah. Basically like glorified retirement homes. Essentially. All the backlash, yeah, I know, I'm aware. I'm well aware of everything going on in these. Alright, and that is it for this character. my progenitor, yeah. I guess if you don't have the best of relationships, that is an option. And winter we will wish for summer, bro. I never wish for summer. Being hot is so much worse than being cold. So much. Like, I'm gonna die on this hill. I mean, hey, at least one of the plus side of the heat wave is that we don't have to deal with mosquitoes, right? Because they all fucking died. I need some scrolls. And that's gonna be enough. Thanks for the follow, Kiza. I'm gonna take out so much before it gets illegal, yeah. And even when it gets illegal, it's not enough. Hello, hello, Kisa. Like, you cannot peel your skin off, you know what I mean? Unfortunately. Or fortunately. Depending on who you ask. I mean, again, in the current situation, like, there's absolutely nothing you can fucking do except like buy an AC that will cost you several hundreds. Which, yeah. Not as accessible as just like putting on more layers. Your channel explaining the game, yeah. On YouTube, now I can finally see you live, yeah. Just a short stream today, because I do have a lot of things to do, but I figured since I do have some weekly stuff to wrap up, I might as well stream it, right? Even though it's a bit unprompted. I know most people do not even fucking know I'm alive right now, but what can you do? Did you put the growth thing in? That's gonna be at the beginning of season 4. Yeah, sweating is OP. It is, but it's not gonna save you on the fucking 50C, unfortunately. Alright, just this character, and then we do the Gamba, finally. I'm trying to use only 3.5, yeah. Just a couple of days, like 4 days, and the growth pack will be available. I mean, I'm assuming it's just going to expand on the current one. It's probably just going to be a new token to unlock more levels. Like, I don't imagine they will remove the old ones, because I don't think they mentioned that the new one will give you Arcanas, right? Which means that you will still get your quote-unquote beginner set of Arcanas from the previous growth pack. Are the Arcanas higher level than the first? Yeah. We've had 3 sets of Arcanas. And the latest one is the one that's going to stay around for the longest. And it actually has like high guard stats and everything than the other ones. One's a bit better. Can get higher. Yeah, I mean it drops from the newest Transcendence, Chromede. So you do need a bit of baseline to be able to get it, but even level 1 has a 100% drop rate on them. And I'm assuming that the new Arcana dungeons will probably drop a bit of them too. Even though there's a new set, they kind of have to give the other one because it's otherwise you'll have to go back to Chromede to get your skill cards, which yeah, I don't think they want people to do that. But who knows, right? At the end of the day, like Season 4 is not going to power creep us that massively, I don't think. Like we are actually going to get high level, but like the gear in itself is not going to get, it's not going to be like much higher compared to now. So like it's kind of similar to the progression curve that AION2 had. So maybe they still want people to do Chromede, who knows. But I mean, it wouldn't feel good though. So yeah, the new one's probably gonna give some of the old ones. I don't know, it's a 5.0, yeah. And like the gear progression in AION1 was also like very gradual with every expansion. Yeah, 5.x was level 75 with the long leveling. I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. Like, leveling in 5.x was pay to win. Like, you had to get reset scrolls for Rift of Oblivion from the cash shop to be able to reach 75. Like, you had to do it. Because, like, I think someone did the math, and if you just went with the stuff that the game just gave you, it would have taken more than 2 years to reach level 75 on your own volition, right? Which is more time than the patch lasted until they removed the leveling thing. So yeah. 5.x was fucked. Like, 5.x was really good in terms of the content it released, but like, all of the systems surrounding it was so fucking bad. Like, the leveling was bad, the gear breaking was bad, and the elemental X forms were pretty fucking bad. Oh, Kyra just spawned. Well. Too bad, I'm the wrong character. Yeah, then do Labyrinth. Yeah, we also did Labyrinth pretty early on. But like, the thing is, honestly, the PvE dungeons in 5.x, like, there was just no point in doing them. Like, we did Garden and Labyrinth pretty early on. Actually, it wasn't Labyrinth, it was, what was it called again? It was called the Library. I think we had the first library kill, because we literally killed it on like day 2 or something. But it just didn't give you shit, so... Like, ultimately, the better loot was just... It was just from, whatchamacallit, from like open world bosses and just grinding in the open world in general, and just events and stuff like that. But the polearm... Yeah, I mean, like, those weapons were not bad, but it's like... What you want are the bygone weapons anyways, right? From Burson. So it kind of was whatever. And then when they started releasing stuff like the Pandemonium Invasion with the Perishka weapons and stuff like that, like, yeah. Like, those dungeons were just, like, not desirable at all. And they were also very fucking long. Especially the garden. Like, the garden was so insanely long, dude. Now I will say, in 5.x, because 5.x was like, by all intent and purposes, like a pay-to-win patch, right? Like you had to swipe to be able to keep up with leveling, to be able to keep up with like all of the new stuff, like the estimas and so on and so on, like all of the millions of systems they added, right? So what I ended up doing is I just set up like a shitty, like cheap bot that was just farming for me 24/7, and it was like, man, it's still not dead? What the fuck? Maybe I should. I mean, this is taking a while though. Maybe I should log on my Cleric. Couldn't hear you. I mean, yeah, I just said that 5.x was so pay to win that I just ended up like setting up a bot to keep up, like, because like I was always free to play on AION2, so that's just what I did, and that was basically enough. Like grinding in the open world with a bot in 5.x was incredibly profitable, and that was enough to keep me afloat. And Gameforge was not banning bots anyway, so yeah, fuck 'em. Especially since I changed class in 5.1. Like I went from assassin to chanter, so doing everything from scratch was it was an interesting time period to be doing that. Yeah. About bots are cheaters, yeah. I mean, Gameforge just kind of stopped giving a shit. I mean, not that Gameforge gave a shit to begin with, but you know. I mean, how you tuned are glad, yeah. A lot of people were doing that, actually. Like radar hacking, the problem is that it is, I mean, obviously when you play, it's pretty easy to tell when someone is doing it, but it's hard to find proof that people are doing it, basically. Like hard evidence. Because like, it's just, oh well, this guy walked on top of me and used an AoE and he keeps doing it. Well. Like, you know what's happening, but yeah. Like, banning them is another story. One more. And then it's gonna be time for the Omega Gamba chat. I should, you know what? Let me run one of these actually, hold up. Let me run a prediction. Will I get the High Commander skin? Yes. No. I have 1 minute, chat. Get those points. Gonna be a huge one. I have a lot of skins to gamble today. Okay. Who the fuck bet 50k, bro? I was Cleric. It hasn't really changed, but we are getting like the expansion next week, which is going to change a lot of things, so TBD on what's gonna happen. Alright, get your votes in, chat. The channel points are actually important now. I'm adding more and more stuff at channel points. Do you think group comps mostly include Cleric and Chanter with 5-man groups? It's going to depend on the content in itself, and it's going to depend on like where the balance goes, right? So honestly, that's TBD. I would say just having all of the supports within the group is probably going to be more popular. But yeah, it just depends on what they do, because they have to rebalance supports, because otherwise they're going to be broken with the 5-man party, right? So yeah, it's just going to depend on how they balance it out. Do you think the 16th, 17th leak on purple is correct? The thing is, it aligns based on what we had already guessed, so I think it might be yes. Now that being said, my personal take on it is I think the 17th is going to be a paid early access, and the 23rd is probably going to be the full release. But yeah, we'll see. Where would you rank Cleric in PvP PvE? Cleric is in an awkward spot right now. For solo PvP, it's the worst class in the game. For group PvP, it's really good, but there's barely any group PvP in the game. For PvE, it's the lowest DPS in the game. But the main attraction with Cleric is the support aspect, right? But the problem is that barely any content in the game really requires you to heal. So basically, like for something like Cleric is really good. For your day-to-day dungeon, Cleric is just passable. Like Chanter is just better for those. Was that paid early access in the East? No. But neither was there for Throne, but they still had it in the West, right? So yeah, who knows? All right, predictions over. It's time for the gamble. Let's see. Surely today's the day. I'm gonna do the smaller skins first. Yeah. I guess I barely have any blues. I guess we're going straight into it then. 90 golds, chat. 90. I can do like 20 something gambas. Alright. No time like the present. Alright, well, no orange, so we are getting fucked out the gate. We're getting a couple new golds at least. Alright, surely. Okay, 1 orange, 2 orange. Okay, that's better. Alright. That's a double. And a pair of gloves. Alright. We have 1 guaranteed orange gamba, I guess, after those golds. No orange. At least we got accessories. And a mace. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, and for the final one... Surely they're not gonna give me another double, dude. It's crazy that I'm getting so many doubles on orange. Because I don't have that many. Alright, is this the one? Oop. It's a double of a boot. Fuck me, dude. Well, the doubters won. Congratulations, doubters. Feels bad. Alright, and I think that's everything, right? Yeah. I'm rich! Time to spend all of your points at once. Quick. Alright, well. Alright, anyways, chat, I'm gonna be done for today. As I said, it's a bit of a, short stream just to get some Sanctuary done, but yeah. I do submerge. I mean, you want to do Cremate anyways, but yeah. For the time being, thanks for watching today. Bit of a short one again, but just had a couple of weekly stuff to get done. I'm gonna get back into the editing cave for the Caldrix guide, so yeah. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow the channel on both Twitch and YouTube if you haven't already. Make sure to jump on the Discord if you haven't already to be made aware of my whereabouts. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys. I mean, maybe I'll do a late stream tomorrow just to like break from the monotone editing situation. But yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, thanks for watching today. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you then. GG's.